Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Brianna. I'm 2019's co-captain of gold medal winning Team USA Women's Dodgeball, and today I'm talking about my overall strategy and approach to the USA Dodgeball Combine. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos talking about the USA Dodgeball tryout process, then definitely check them out in the description below. They'll be really helpful before watching this video. And if you are from any other countries, the stuff I talk about in these videos do apply to other countries, minus probably the Combine video. So today I'm going to be going through like my overall strategy for the Combine. So at the end of the day, everyone who's been invited to USA Dodgeball Combine has a chance of making Team USA Dodgeball. The scouts feel confident in these selections. So it's kind of how I approach the Combine in terms of helping myself stand out above the rest and the things I try and keep in mind and display there to show the scouts that I'm a good choice for Team USA. So let's jump right into those. So the number one thing I do when I'm at the Combine is I focus on the scrimmaging over the drills. Now the drills do play a factor and you do want to get a decent score at them, but once you get that decent score, I don't do it again. If I feel like I could have done better, I'll try it a second time, but after the second time, I don't do it again because I want to save my energy for the scrimmaging because I feel like the scrimmaging plays a way bigger factor on whether or not you make the team. Now I see a lot of players get caught up, especially in the speed throwing drill, and they're like, oh, I know I can throw a mile or two per hour faster. So they sit there and they do it over and over and over again, and they just waste energy in their arm. And at the end of the day, that 1 to 2 mile per hour throw is not going to make a difference whether or not they make the team. So at the end of the day, get yourself a decent score at the drills and then move on and focus on the scrimmaging. Number 2, like I talked about in the previous video on top traits of top dodgeball players, I focus on showing my versatility. So while I'm at the Combine, I do want to play corner because that's where I tend to play on my team. I also want to show them I'm comfortable in the middle. I also want to show them I can shift over to left corner. I want to show them that I can pass the ball to another player and go for catches. So at the Combine, I want to show them my versatility. I want to play everywhere and try and do a little bit of everything, and show them that no matter where they see me fitting on the USA team, like where on the court and what sort of role, that I will be able to be successful at it. One thing I see a lot of players fall into is they go to the Combine and they only play where they're comfortable. Like they're the top thrower on their team, the top corner on their team, so that's where they play during the Combine. And the scouts at that point already know you're good at that. And yeah, you should go to the Combine and show them, hey, I can play like that at this Combine in this high pressure situation. But if you never show them you can do anything else, and in their heads they're like, oh, these 6 players that we're going to add on the team, they're going to be our starting corners for our rotations. And so they would want you to play middle. And they're like, oh, well, so-and-so never played middle, so how good are they going to be at middle? So maybe we shouldn't pick them for the team this year. So if you show them your versatility while you're at the Combine, then they feel confident that you're a top player and they know they can put you wherever and they can find a place for you on the team, and it gives you a better chance of making the team. So number 3 is I'm always going to play with my team. So even if there's only one other person on my team in, I'm working with them until I'm last in. Once I'm last in, I can play however I want to play, but until I'm last in, I'm working with that teammate. And that's, of course, because I want to show the scouts that no matter who I'm on the court with, I'm going to find a way to work with them. Whether they play how I like to play or I need to adjust my game to play more in their comfort zone, that I can do that. I see a lot of players come to the Combine and they're playing with people that they don't know, and once they get to that last, especially when it's always when there's like 2 people left, they don't work with that teammate. They're like, they want to do what they want to do and show the scouts, oh, I play like this and I do good in this situation, and they don't work with that teammate, and it looks bad because at the end of the day at Worlds, you need to always be working with your team no matter what. So you need to show that at the Combine, no matter who's on the court with me, I'm going to work with them and make this work and come out on top in this game. So number 4 is an important one. I need to adjust if I'm not doing well. And this is something I see a lot of players struggle with. So of course I want to go into the Combine feeling confident, I'm going to play amazing, I'm going to play my best dodgeball ever. However, that's not always the case. Sometimes you're going to start out a little rough or patchy and you're going to need to adjust. And so what I like to do is I like to kind of be self-evaluating myself as I'm going and being honest with myself, like, am I playing the best dodgeball that I can play, or am I struggling here and I need to switch it up? So if I am struggling and I'm not doing as well as I'd like, I immediately adjust what I'm doing. And so whether that's, oh, I was playing corner this whole time, okay, you know what, let me stop playing corner for like 1 or 2 games. Let me play in the middle and try and regroup, refresh. Oh, I'm playing in the middle a bunch. Okay, let me switch out. Let me see if I can play corner a little bit and get back in my groove. But I'm always adjusting and trying to switch up what I'm doing. You know, if I'm going for catches and I just keep missing everything, I'm like, oh man, I'm not catching very well. Well, I'm going to try and get a ball in defense and just block and build up that confidence because I know I can block well. And then, okay, I've blocked a bunch of balls. I've shown I can do that. Okay, let me pass the ball to somebody else. Let me try and go for catches again and regroup. And it's constantly trying to adjust, maybe doing something different and then going back to what you were doing and just not letting it affect your game, not getting in your head about it. It's okay if you start out playing bad because it looks really good if you can adjust. The one thing I see a lot of players struggle with, they're playing bad and then they're telling their friends who are also at the combine, oh my God, I'm playing so bad today, this sucks. And they get in this downward negative spiral. You really need to stay positive and try to just switch up what you're doing and get back in your groove, and don't let a couple of games where you played bad get to you and ruin your whole day and ruin your whole combine. So number 5 is playing within my comfort zone. So at the end of the day, I got invited to the combine for a reason. The scouts saw something in me that they thought would make a good fit for Team USA. So when I go to the combine, I need to make sure that I'm playing in my comfort zone and I'm playing how I like to play. Now, I still want to show them all these different things like versatility and this and that, and those are things that are within my comfort zone. But I want to make sure I'm not trying all these new things. I'm not like, oh, I don't normally do this, but let me do it here. I'm playing in my comfort zone. I can experiment after the fact. You know, once I make the team, I can try some new things before Worlds. But before that, when I'm at the combine, I'm showing them and I'm playing the way that I played to get invited in the first place. So last but certainly not least, I try and be a good sport when I go to the combine. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, we're all like competing against each other for these 12 spots on the team. But when I'm watching, like when I'm out and my teammate does something good, I'm going to cheer for them. I'm going to high five them. I'm going to say nice job. I'm going to be happy for them. I see a lot of people that just kind of watch what's happening and like you can almost see in the back of their heads just like, oh shit, that was a good play. Now I need to go do something good. But no, cheer on your teammates when they do well. Like, be happy for them. Show that you're a good sport, because sometimes at Worlds, you're going to be sitting and that team's going to be doing a really good job, making a lot of good plays, and the coaches are going to decide to keep that same team in, even though you're not playing bad, and you need to be happy for your team and you need to cheer them on and be a good team player, a good sport. And also another big thing that I like to do is I like to shag for other teams. Like, of course I'm going to shag for my team when I get out, but when it's like my sit time and I already did the drill and so I'm just kind of resting, drinking water, whatever, I'll go over and shag for teams, because at the combine we don't have shaggers and the coaches and scouts prefer us to stay on the court. And though they do make exceptions if a ball goes far enough away and there's a little pause in gameplay, they let you leave the court to go get it. But ultimately you are supposed to be playing hard lines. And so when nobody's out on your team, it's really helpful when somebody else goes over and shags for them. Just like I always appreciate it when teams shag for me, I try to always shag for other teams when I am available to do so. So I just try and overall just be a good sport while I'm there, be happy for people that are doing well. I mean, be happy for myself when I'm doing well, and just overall be a positive person at the combine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps get my content out there, and my whole goal with this channel is to get dodgeball in front of more eyes and bring in more players. You know, the sport is constantly growing and we constantly want new talent to join. And drop a comment with any other topics you'd like me to cover, and I'll see you guys next week.